Hello and welcome to this video. Um, it's Esther here, by the way. And in this video, I am going to show you how to decorate this beautiful taupe planner with paints. So I got a new one because they were out of stock quite some time. And this is an empty box because I do need two empty boxes. And this is the one I'm going to decorate. I haven't done this one before, so it's also a first time for me, but I love to see what it does because of the embossed surface and to see if I can get the result I would like it to be. So let's see. Well, first I'm going to take this out because I don't want it to be there when I'm doing the painting. So let me grab some tweezers. For those of you who haven't seen my other video on this, you can see underneath there is this little thingy which you have to take out. If you have very small fingers, you might be able to do it with your hands, but you have to get this piece and push it back through the hole in there. So that's sometimes a little bit difficult, and I'm trying to do it now while you are watching. So that's always a little bit hard, and that's why I need my tweezer so I can push it back in. Now I need some more light. Sorry guys, because otherwise I can't see it. And it's a little bit hard, but I can do it because I've done this before, although not when somebody is watching. Okay, let me try it from the other side and take this to the side. I can do it. Where is that little hole? Yes, I think it's there now. Yes, here we go. And now it comes out on the other end. You see? So that's not in your way when you're doing some painting. And you can do this separately. Okay, what else did I do? I've I'm not doing a lot of mixed media anymore, but I do have quite some stash left of all those things. So I took out some colors which I think, okay, would look nice on this one. But I already noticed that this one is completely dried out. And it was some gold color, but I can't use that anymore. So that is going in the trash. Um, I don't know why I took this green. I got some Liquitex heavy body acrylic paint, but I think you can do it with any kind of acrylic paint. I also do have paper Archie here. I do have golden. I do have Amsterdam. So just try and look for the colors you like most. I'm not going to do this green one. I don't know why I took it. This one is called Cobalt Turquoise. That looks a nice color to me. I'm going to squeeze it to feel if it's okay. I do have some silver Rembrandt, very old tube with paint, but hopefully it's working. Heavy body acrylic bronze, but I think it's a little bit matte, too dull maybe when you use it. It looks like mustard. Mustard? I'm not sure if that would look nice. So putting that aside for now. And then this is ivory of white, and I do have gesso, and it doesn't matter which kind of gesso. Oh, and I also found this rub and buff. I bought it in the US a long time ago. I'm not sure if it's available in Europe, but you can also use any wax or other gilding things you have laying around, or you can find in your local craft store. This is really um, it gives a lot of pigment, so you need really a little amount of this when you work with this. So I don't need it right now, and I am putting everything to the side. So what I'm going to do, you have to use two boxes or two old books, or I don't know, maybe you have two bricks because you want to lay your planner, your cover flat, because that's the easiest way to work. Now, because this is a little bit grayish, beige, brown, grayish taupe color, what happens if you're going to put paint on top of it? It will go into the lower parts of the print, and then you are taking away. Um, the color itself. So the deeper parts will stay colored with the color you put on first. If you like this color, then you can put any color on top and then you just wipe it away, and then the higher parts will be this color again. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do first. But because the color is quite dark, and let's say you want to make it yellow, that's going to be a hard one. Then I would suggest put on gesso first, so everything is white, and then you start working with yellow, just as an example. Put yellow on there and then rub it again, and then the yellow will be in the lower parts. So, my plan. Do I have a plan? Well, maybe a little bit. I am thinking. I can do this color first. So that means that this cobalt color will go into the lower parts. And then, for example, I can put on silver. And no, that's not possible, Esther. Yes, you can. And then you wipe it away again. And then this will be silver. And then this will be cobalt. So let me think what's a wise thing to do. Because again, this is the first time I'm doing this planner. So, and I don't want to ruin it. I do have an extra one, a spare one, but obviously it's nicer when it works immediately. And would it be cool to make the overall look silver or just silver in the lower parts? Because I have no idea what this is going to do. Shall I just give it a try? It is silverish, right? Oh, yes. You see? It shines. Very good, very good, very good. So if this is going to be there, and then I'm going to take it off, I can do everything silver, right? And then put this one on top, and then start rubbing. So the silver will be on the lower parts. I know for sure that this one is easy to take off because it's acrylic paint, and I'm not sure about this. Oh, and it's also acrylic paint, so you should be able to remove this one too. Okay, let's go, Gracie. And I'm just going to rub it on and see where we are going to. I have no idea, guys. So, you know, you maybe think I'm crazy, but if you don't try, you never know what it looks like. So I will do it for you. And you have to make sure that you will rubbing in the silver in the lower parts of this print. So you want that to be silver in this case. If you want to make it red, go ahead, make it red or any other color. But lighter colors will be harder probably because of the coverage. And then you should maybe put on some gesso first. So here you have those tiny text letters. So I'm making sure that silver is going to be in the letters, in the lower part. So it is just playtime, guys. This is really fun to do. Um, Although I don't know if the result is going to be fun, but I'm just going to give it a try. For now, I'm not going to do the inside of the planner. It's just the cover. And later on, maybe when I do like the result, I can make the inside silver also, or maybe this cobalt color. And if you don't like cobalt, well, take any other color which you think looks nice with silver. Maybe purple or maybe even black would be nice too. Although I must say, I do like the silver as it looks now, the way it looks now. So, okay. Um, this might take some time to do the whole cover, so I think I'm going to pause this video and hopefully I can um, unpause it again and continue with recording it for you. Okay, so you can see almost finished to do the whole cover. And it's getting pretty cool, I must say. So I hope you like watching this and maybe you can give it a try yourself one day. And of course you can do this with any of our covers, but this one and I think the teal one with the numbers are the only one which are embossed at the moment. So this might give you a different look than the solid covers. I did quite a lot of the brown ones, the espresso ones, with all kinds of paints, but most of the time I'm just looking using acrylic paint because it dries quickly and it stays on there uh, very good. So here is my cover completely in silver. Let me put this in a couple of water, a glass of water. Okay, now I'm not sure. Yeah, it does need some drying. So almost done drying. And you know what? I'm in love. You see how cool this is already. I mean, it's dry. I really didn't expect it to turn out this way with this paint. So just for your information, I don't know where to buy it because it's old, but it's from Royal Talent. It's a Dutch brand. It's Rembrandt, argent, silver, argent, silver, um, artist extra fine quality. Oh, let me put it a little bit closer to the camera and just Google it, you will find it. So I now think, oh, should I put on another color? But yeah, that's what I promised you, right? So I think I will do the other one and make that one silver and just leave it the way it is. I mean, if you look at it from a distance, it is so cool. Look at that, guys. Whoa. And I'm sure if you take the same paint in gold, and was that the one I just threw away? And let me check. Oh no, that's a different brand. No. So look for this one in gold if you are more like a gold person. That would be really cool too. I can do 10 of those and then put them on a row like this. Cool, cool, cool. But now I was thinking of using this color, but I'm not sure about that. So I do have turquoise, but that's a little bit shine through. Might be fun too. I always love this color, teal. It is pretty cool too. And this is a little bit darker. I. Decisions, decisions. What else have I got on my desktop here? This is also in my. I also do like this one, blood orange. That's a really pretty color. I think I did the other planner cover with this one. Not sure if you've seen that one. That's another. There's a video on my own YouTube, or yeah, on my YouTube, where you can see how I did the red one, and that's this one, by the way. You see? But that's a solid one. That was the brown one. No, the this was the canvas one, the lighter one. And I used stencils, texture paste on this one. So that was with the blood orange color. But you know, something like this, how cool could it be? But I'm not sure if this is covering. So I'm going for a darker color. I'm not sure about this. Well, I promised you this one, so let's just do it. Let's just do it. Now, my plan is put a little piece, make a little part of the planner blue. Let me clean my brush. And then wipe it off with a baby wipe. But when using a baby wipe and you press really hard, you might also take away the silver from the lower parts. Although I think um, they're good because it's already dry. So what you also can do, plan B, if it's not working, I'm thinking take a baby wipe, put it around one of your acrylic blocks or something else which is flat, and then uh, rub off the blue, you know, like this. So then you're sure it will stays in the lower part. Now it got wet, and that was not my intention. But okay, I'm going to put some blue paint here and see what's happening. Is the light okay, guys? Maybe, ooh. So you can see it a little bit better, I hope. It is a cool color and it's thick. There's also more liquid paints around, but this is quite thick, so it's not running. Now let me see and see what's happening. Oh, let me try and see what's happening. I have no idea. It's too thick, I think. But giving it a try and then wipe it off. It's not nice. But I try to keep my brush flat. I'm not doing this anymore because I don't want it to be that much in the lower parts. And hopefully that works. Although I think it's not working, but maybe because this paint is quite shiny and I'm not sure if the next layer holds on that. So I'm going to do this immediately. Well, it doesn't do what I thought it would do because it wipes off too much. Too much. And the blue is going into the lower parts and I don't want it. Okay, I'm taking it off again. It's just a learning process. It's just paint. If you ruin it, just paint over it again. So I think I'm going to do another layer of that silver and dry it one more time. And maybe I should use ink. Oh, I can do that with an ink pad instead of paint. Let me get the blue away. Okay, give it a quick dry. And then I'm going back in with silver again because I don't like this blue. I think this paint is too slippery and this is too thick, so it doesn't, yeah, it doesn't do what I thought it would do. So this one is a no-go. So I'm happy to see you see me making mistakes too and trying things. And if something doesn't turn out the way you want to, it's not the end of the world. Just paint over it, use gesso, and start again. So I'm going back in with the silver. I do need to clean my brush because that's blue now. And I don't have a kitchen towel here. I forgot. So I only have the baby wipes and try if I can get the most blue out of there. And then I'm going back in with some silver. There's plenty in this little tube, so I'm not worrying about that. More silver, guys. It might be an idea to rub uh, over the cover with an ink pad. Maybe I should try that one. Stays on or something. I mean, the name already says it stays on. It stays on everything. So it should also stay on this acrylic paint. Okay, trying to get rid of all the blue, which is shining through a little bit here and there, but the silver does cover it up. And I think my next attempt will be an ink pad. And I think that might be a wise thing to do. Okay, let me finish this. I will give it a quick dry with my heat tool and then I come back to you. Okay, it's dry again and it's silver again, as you can see. There's a little light blue glow on there, but I'm going to cover it up. Now, I don't have many stays on colors. Here's a dark blue, which is still in the packaging. I do have red, I do have black. I'm not sure if I'm using a Versafine brings out the long-lasting ink pad brown. Would it be nice? Not sure if this stays on. What shall we do, guys? What shall we do? I do like dark blue with silk. It might be fun, but I do like this brown one too. Shall I give it a try and see what's happening? So I'm just really slightly, not sure if I like this. Do you see what's happening? I think you do, but I'm not sure if it stays on. You see, it is very cool. It looks like a metallic. Uh, it is pretty. Okay, let's go on. I'm just using this brownish color. Oh no, I'm not going on. I'm going to see if it dries because it's still wet. Let me see if it dries with my heat tool and then if it doesn't come off because that's important, of course. I don't want it to wipe off again. It should dry. And I think it does dry, but I wasn't completely sure because of the silver backgrounds. So, and if this doesn't cover it up, I will go over it with the dark blue stays on. Let me see. Yeah, it dry. Oh no, it doesn't dry. Let me see. Where's nothing on my finger yet? No, you see? That is not working. That's not drying. Okay, take it off again. So I think I have to go back in with silver one more time, and then I will go for the stays on, just to be on the safe side. And again, I don't have many stays on inks because I most of the time only use the black one. But you know, yeah, I'm not I don't want to do black, and I don't have kitchen towels, so I'm trying to you see speed up the drying process a little bit. Uh, More inking. So I need to go back in with silver, although I'm not sure. Yeah, a little bit here because I rubbed something off again. And here the silver is still okay in the lower parts, but I'm just going to give it a try. So I'm going to dry this, go back in with the silver, and then I will be back to you. Okay, so I just dried it and put on an extra layer of silver again, third time. So now I'm going to open this one and we'll see if this works. I hope, guys. I hope it does what I want it to do. Dark blue. It must be nice with silver. So I'm going to do the same again. Oh, wow. That looks pretty. It's a nice dark blue color. But I think we should test it too. And I want it to look a little bit grungy, you know, so it doesn't have to cover everything. Ooh, that's pretty cool. Okay, I'm going to stop now and give it a quick dry because it dries very quick itself, this ink, but I'm going to give it a little hand. And hopefully this works. Otherwise, I have to go back to the acrylic paint if this doesn't stay on. Let me show it to you a little bit. You see how cool it is? And of course, you can do this with any color, but that's because I don't have many stays on, as I already mentioned. Um, I only can choose the blue, the black, or the red. So for this, I was thinking silver with dark blue would be nice. So hopefully it works. Yes. Oh, yes, yes, yes. This is cool, guys. You see? It is dry. Oh, cool, cool, cool. So I will keep on doing this. Oh, here we go. Just rub over it. And this is so much easier than with a paintbrush. And here you can see there's not much, you have to move it a little bit because there's a box underneath. But if you are having books under there, it might be even a little bit easier because there's nothing in those boxes. So you, if you press, you push, yeah, you can push them in, you know. I hope you know what I'm trying to say. Okay, so let me bend it a little bit more so I can add some extra dark blue here. Help it a little bit. and you can um, keep go over it time after time. It just depends how dark you want the color to be. Let me see. There's a little bit too much maybe in this number two, but hmm, do I mind? No, I don't. Let me see. No, that's already there. Okay, drying it again. So it's dry again, but I'm not completely happy with the result. You see the 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 darker border over here, the darker part. That's because I probably was on here. So it's sturdier, more sturdy. So I want to apply a little bit more ink here and there. Maybe also here. Okay, going over it one more time. And I think I'm going to lift it up so I can add a little bit more dark on certain parts where I think it's too light. And especially this part here. Oh, that's probably too much, Esther. Let me get that off. Not sure if that works. Yeah, that was a little bit too much. And then I want it to be darker on this side. But again, you can see where I am pushing the border of the box. So let me try it this way. I'm not sure if this helps. And now I am going to do that on this side too. Just make it a grungy looking planner cover with just one paint color and an ink pad. So I think I'm good with this. So let me dry it again. And it might look a little bit funny for you to see on screen, but if I see it here, it looks really cool. And what I also can do is to use this rub and buff, and maybe I'm going to add some black on the edges. So let's see if it's drying. Yes, that goes really quickly. That goes really quickly, guys. So here we go. Cool. The only thing now, as I'm thinking of it, you see this here. Okay, but it's art, and that's because I was, yeah, there's more pressure here. I forgot this one. So, um, let me do that. I'm going to put some silver on there. So it can dry in between while I'm doing some other things. I'm going to put this aside for a few seconds and let me get some. And you have to be a little bit careful if you don't want to touch the elastic band. And you can leave this silver as it is, or you can also add some blue on top of that. It might be a little harder because of the elastic band. And well, you can take it out, but then it's very hard to put back in the planner again because unless you have those little iron thingies, otherwise I have no idea if you can get it back in your journal again. But I would just do something like this and maybe do some dark blue stamping on it. You know, a nice quote or your name if you have an alphabet stamp or something else. Okay, I'm putting that one aside so it can dry. And if I don't forget, I will also do the other side in a minute. Let me put this one here. Okay, back to the cover. It is blue. It's bluer than blue. Maybe I can add some black on there too. Why not? I do have one which is already open. I think I will go over with some black too. This one has been used, so it's not so juicy anymore, but it takes away a little bit of the blue. Yeah, that's better for me personally. A little bit less blue. It tones it down a little bit. You still see the blue, but there's also black. You know, black and blue. It's a Rolling Stones album. For those of you who know, black and blue. That's a long time ago. And I will add some more black to the edges, just because I think that's fun. To tone it down a little bit. And I'm also not sure if I want to use the silver rub and buff because it is silver. You mean silver, silver. Going back with more black, a little bit extra here. And please don't mind your inky fingers now because there will be ink everywhere. Okay, back to this one. And I'm going to dry it again. So it probably looks really messy to you guys because I see it shining on my screen while I'm recording this, but it is pretty cool. Although I'm not sure yet about the rub and buff. Um, I think I could do some rub and buff on the edges. If it's too shiny, I can go over it with black again. I'm just amazed also how quickly the ink dries. So that's a really good thing if you want to do things like this. What you also can do, go over it with a sanding block. And then it will become more grungy and probably the originally grayish color, the taupe color, will come back too. Shall I try that? Or do you think I'm crazy if I'm going to do that? Okay, it is dry. And now it looks like this. I'm going to look for it for a distance. It looks pretty neat. It looks pretty neat. You see blue, you see black, you see silver. It feels good, it's smooth, it's dry. So how cool. But, but, too much shine maybe. So, I do have a sanding block somewhere. Let me see if I can find it. One of those Tim Holtz, thingies. But it's in the back of my drawer. And I have to see and get it out. So I'm going to try that now. Yes, I see it, but it's stuck. Okay, shall I go for it or am I going to ruin the whole thing? What do you think? How do I get this out? It's been a long time since I've been using this one. Okay, now you are all laughing at me because I have no idea how to get it out. I'm not sure what's happened. Not much. No, that doesn't make any sense. That's no use. No. Maybe you should use a new sanding paper. So I'm not going to do that. But now, do I want more shine or don't? Okay, let me give it a try. I hope you can see what I'm doing. Just, ooh, that's too much already, I think. Ooh, oh, oi, 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 oi. That is silver. Do you see? But it looks nice. It smells nice. And you see how long it goes? There's only a little bit on my finger and I'm still covering the blue and the black. Okay, let me turn it around. So really have to be careful with this stuff. That's what I already noticed. The corners can be a little bit more. And I think you have to remove this with acetone or something like this because it's hard to get off again. That's what I see. And you only really need very, very little of it. I think it's too shiny. So I'm probably going back in again and use some black. So that was I was planning initially to do. Put some black on there on the edges, but now it's silver. So that's a little bit too much silver, I think. At least it's too much silver for me. If you like it, of course you can leave it this way. But you see, you only need very, very little of this stuff. It might be good to get some extra colors. Huh, if I can find it somewhere. It might be good for this one too. Hmm. Let me try the other side with it. And it sticks to your fingers. Okay. Let me see what it looks like now. Yeah, it needs some more black. Somehow I want it to be more black. So I'm going to go back in with my, is this the black stays on? No, this is the blue one. Oh no, I want my black ones. Here. I'm going back in with black again because that's simply too much for me. And if you still think it's too much, you can also use black acrylic paints on the edges. Black acrylic paints on the edges, but be careful that you're not going in the lower parts because yeah, it covers up the silver again. I think I'm good with the way it looks now. So let me get all stuff out of the way and give it a quick dry just to make sure. This one isn't dry yet, so I need my heat tool. It's almost dry again. Just giving it a quick extra dry on the edges because I did those the last. Still a little bit sticky. I think I'm good now. So let me get all this stuff out of the way. And you still see this border here, but I mean, it's a detail and it might look nice. Okay, but then this one, I'm going to do the other side with a little bit of this. Just a tiny, tiny. You see, this stuff is really good. It looks different from the front part, but it's very easy to apply. And no, I don't know anything about this company or this brand. I just only have this. I must say it looks better than this. Well, no, it doesn't matter. You can use both sides. If you want, you probably can also make this piece, um, the twine or the elastic band, you can probably make that silver too. But for me, that's not really necessary. What I do like is to stamp something in this dark blue color on this label. Shall I give that a try? I am going to get my um, Roman alphabets. Let me grab that, guys, because I think those letters are exactly the same size or the good size to use on that label. But where are they? Yes, I found them. No, I did not. I did have two of those, I think. Hmm. I don't have so many stamps here. No, I do have, but I got them. Oh, sorry for my hair again. So, what shall we put on there? So, oh, sorry guys. Excuse me. Okay, sorry for that, guys. Uh, I think I am going to use the word number. Why not? And then put number one, just for fun. Don't know why. Number one, number. You can also write your name on it or whatever you want to. Number. Oh, that's not working, Esther. You took off the N. Let me get. Where did it go? Where did it go? Oh, here we go. So here we go. Number, it says. Not sure if it's nice and lined out. I had to cut because this was a sample set. And then I had wanted to try something, so that's why I took off the letter N. But it is okay now. I need to stamp it a little bit more to the left because I want to put one. Oh, I can do that immediately, right? Well, no, not today. Number. I hope it works. I hope it works. Number. Carefully pressing it down and hopefully it's not crooked. Otherwise, I turn the label around and try it again. Well, it's very fake, but it is there. Number one. Where's my smaller? I can do the Roman one. That is fun. If you think it's too light, you can use a stamping platform. I could have done that. Didn't think of it. So new. Now it's really hard to stamp in the same place again. So I'm not going to do that. Leave it the way it is. Or I can use a marker to color it in if you think it's too pale. But I think it goes along really well together. So, oh, I stamped it on the wrong side, guys. Lucky me, I can do it again. Yeah, I stamped it on the wrong side because it has to go in there and I want this to be on the outside. Shall I do it again? I'm not sure if this is going to work in my stamping platform, but let me try. And you see all the trials and errors I'm making, and I don't care because, we're all making mistakes, and I do too. So let me try this. Number. I'm going to press down the number one. Need to move it a little bit more to the left. And then this one can go here. Number one. I think we're good. And I hopefully it works. It works, I hope. But now I have the opportunity to stamp it twice. If it's not going to be, oh, it looks already much better, but I will give it another layer of ink. So the blue pops up a little bit more, one more time. Perfect. So I was lucky that I stamped it on the wrong side. Okay, I will give it a dry and then I will put it back on my journal. So again, this is just a trial thing for me to do with a journal like this. You don't have to like the exact colors I have been using, but it's just to give you an idea of what you can do. So I'm just sliding this one back in again. And if you can't reach it with your fingers, take a tweezer and try to push it through. It should work. I'm not sure if you're able to see anything I'm doing, but yeah, here we go. You see? Got it. So here we go. And now I have to make sure the correct side is on the front. Oh, now it's going to be on the back. Oh, it is the back. Esther, pay attention, girl. Pay attention. Here we go. Pinky fingers and a planner with uh, a shiny cover, but it's also because of the light here. But I must say it looks pretty cool in real life, in person. So no, let me put all the stuff aside and then I'm going to show you how it was originally and how it turned out. So, so I'm just moving everything to the side so it gives you a good view of the difference of those two journals. Okay, that was my video for today. I hope you liked it and I hope I've been giving you some inspiration and well, maybe I will see some of the altered journals on social media. Please tag me if you do so, so I'm sure to show your to see your um, masterpiece too. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you soon. Bye bye.